Welcome to MOOC's module on graphics and animation development. Topic for the session is on overview of graphics designing and its application, part 1. Outline of the contents to be covered are history of graphics designing, role of graphic designer, and what are the basic elements that are needed for designing a particular graphics. These can be line, shape, texture, color, value, and space. So first of all, we will see how historically graphic designing became popular. Graphic designing is the art of organizing various multimedia elements such as text, graphics, images, various symbols, logos, and color elements for communicating a particular message to the user. And the idea of graphics design was conceived in the year 1922 by William Addison Dwiggins in order to describe his process of book designing as a combination of various typographical materials, illustrations, and other design elements. The term graphic designer got popularity in the early 20th century in both book design and other journal print designs. And computers entered into the graphic designing era in 1960s, and by 1980s computer became essential and one of the required thing for designing the graphics. Nowadays, most of the tasks related to graphic designing are being done using the computer assisted digital editing tools, and these tools can be further used for creation of various signs, symbols, charts and graphs, logos, line art, and several other art materials. Graphic designing can also be expressed as process of visual communication and problem solving using one or more of the typographical materials, photographic materials, and illustrations. So by combining together all these things, several art materials and different visual communication related materials can be generated. Now it comes, what is the main role of graphic designers? Graphic designers are focusing on creating visual effects which are based upon various graphic editing tools, or by hand they create the visual elements, and these are used in order to communicate several ideas through designing brochures, magazines, and advertisements, and these all are done as per the theme or the user requirement. Further, graphics are usually designed for gaining the user attention. In case we are working upon some design, then graphic becomes one of the essential elements in order to attract the users to that particular message. Now let us see what can be the various elements of graphic designing, or the elements which plays a vital role in designing a overall graphics based design. One of the element is line, another one is shape, color, texture, value, and space. We will see one by one the important factors related to these elements. Line. Lines are considered to be essential part of any graphic design, which is based upon making use of lines of several styles, as we can consider dashed line, dotted line, dash dot line, and so on. Further, they can also vary based upon their color, thickness, their length. Some of the lines can be short or long, and these lines can be straight or curved. So as per the requirement, different line styles can be applied. Further, lines play a great role in terms of delimiter. While designing any particular design, we can make use of lines as delimiter, and these are also used for bringing attention of the user to a specific reason in the overall design. Lines are meant for creating different visual impact on the user mind, and this can be done by using various line styles such as thick, bold, and dark colored lines draws attention of the user because of its visual power as compared to thin and light colored lines. So we can understand that if our requirement is to bring attention of the user, we can utilize a line style which is making use of some dark color, or it is thick, or it is making use of some highlighted area. Curved and less solid lines are used for creating a fluid look to a design or for bringing a dynamism in the artwork. Many a times it is the need of the graphic designer or the user to bring certain kind of dynamism in the art. So in that kind of cases, it is preferable that curved or less solid lines are to be used. So in this image, we can see that several examples of line styles are given. The first section of it is covering some ornamental line styles which can be used for giving a beautiful look to your overall design. Further, several other line styles are given that can be used, and the one which we were talking about in order to give some kind of separation among the various graphic elements or for highlighting certain areas, we can make use of these kind of various line styles given in the third image for our oral design. These two web page designs are highlighting with the help of thick grey colored lines for some specific message on the web page. So when a user sees such kind of web page, they are directly bringing attention towards this particular element in the overall page. So this is one of the important usage of line styles. The next element is the shape. Shape is defined as lines which are joined together to form a specific shape. These can be squares, rectangles, circles, triangles, and so on. Human mind is habitual of associating different shapes with different meanings. Say for example, circles are used for representing movement and squares are generally used for representing a structured design. So as and when we want to design some structured graphic design, we can make use of squares. Similarly, lines with different styles, color, background or texture of a shape is useful for giving an impact to the viewer. Next element is texture. Textures are one of the way which can be used for replacing the single colored backgrounds. So several kind of textures are available in the digital editing tools like sand, stone, fabric, glass, and so on. So all these kind of textures are highly useful while designing any graphic with a very attractive background. But textures need to be used intelligently in website or graphics designing so that we can create an effective visual impact. Next one is color. Color play a vital role in graphic design as it leaves strong impact on the human mind. They are also closely related to creation of emotions. Say for example, red color indicates passion, blue represents calmness, and nature is generally represented by green color, and so on. We can make use of other colors also in order to convey a specific emotion. Knowledge of color theory along with hue, saturation, shade, tint, and tone, these are essential for creating a graphics with good quality. Value. Value represents how dark or light a design is, and it relates to mood as well. Understanding of color theory and how value works will take you to great heights of graphic design. Lighter designs generally have different impact as compared to designs with dark one. So it is the choice of the designer or the need of the user which helps us in choosing an appropriate color design for the overall graphics. Then comes space. Space should be effectively used as it is a crucial part for designing good graphics. White space or negative space allows the human eye to read the things with comfort. Moreover, it also covers space filled with some background color. Generally, a person understands that space means some kind of white space that we are leaving in between some graphic elements. But another way around, space can also be considered as any area in your overall design that is filled with the specific background color. So by utilizing the space effectively, we can create a feeling of openness for the viewer. White space in web or graphics design offers light and a feeling of openness rather than feeling that the things are quite cluttered. So in this session, we have gone through some of the basic elements that are generally needed for designing any effective graphics. Further, the learner can go to the web link in order to know in detail about all these basic elements. Thank you.